What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? Welcome to my finale of my Diary of a Farting Creeper audiobook series. This is going to be the final one of book 1. I might do one on book 2, and I probably will. But just in case, I'm Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? So I'm going to do book 2 once I get to that. But for now, let's just finish reading. I have the page I was on. Thursday. I was so excited to meet Steve again. Also, please watch the last parts, because then you know Steve is a skeleton and not Stinky Steve from another book, which I might read if it's on Amazon. And as soon as I woke up, I grabbed my things and headed straight for the woods, where he was waiting for me. When I got there, I saw you had company, a zombie. Hey dude, this is LJ, my friend. I hope you don't mind he's here. When he heard about your powers, he wanted to meet you. We got some creepers in the mine shaft. I don't know what that has to do with this right now, but it's awesome. No problem. I'm happy to meet you, LJ. So how are you? Fine, thanks. I know this is short, but can you do us a favor? What? Yesterday, you farted and scared off wolves. Yep. Can you do it again? I think so. I mean, I can fart and people always make fun of me and call me names. They make fun of you and call you names? Yes, because of my, farts. So what? Why is that? As creepers, we are supposed to blow up, not fart. So when I hiss, I should be exploding right after. But I can't. I can only come up with a loud, smelly fart. So people call me Stink Bomb. Hey, that sounds dangerous. If you make an explosion, can you get hurt? Only creepers can do it, but we don't hurt because we're creepers, so we disappear. But humans and other animals should get hurt if they tried. That's strange. Anyway, what's up, Doc? Let's get to the point here. I know it's a lot to ask because we've just met, but we need your help. You need my help. I think I've crossed the Minecraft realm and landed in a fantasy game. That's a reference to how Minecraft is a game, my docs. Come on, just because your friends at school call you names. Also, guys, important topic here. If your friends at school are calling you names, they're probably not your friends. LeBron's my friend though. He calls me sexy names. It gets rough in the bedroom, but that's a different story. Where was I? I don't appreciate you. It doesn't mean everyone in the world can make fun of you. They're not as friends, Steve. Friends like each other, and that's just what I was saying. Friends like each other and appreciate each other. Guys, can we get to the point here? Oh yeah, your grandpa's from Ireland. I mean, here's the problem. We all live underground, just below a village. This was perfect until a couple of months ago when a human showed up to the village, trading and doing stuff. Then a whole bunch of them showed up. Yeah, what's up, Doc? But you go out at night when humans sleep. We do go out at night, but humans don't sleep. They brought a lot of torches with them. And lately, they have cats and dogs. Last week, the chief of the skeleton commission was chased by the dogs. And those humans decided to get rid of us. They used the dogs to sniff our small city, and they were planning a huge attack. The attack is going to take place this weekend. So how can I help you? You can scare dogs. I think so. If we got rid of the dogs, then we could fight the humans and stay alive. But if the dogs reach us before the humans, they weaken our forces. The bottom line is we need your help. I don't know what to say. Yes would be a great answer. That's funny. I'm Bugs Bunny, the real one from the real Space Jam movies. Then yes. Great. Come on. We haven't to announce to the other mobs. Wait, Steve. How am I supposed to help you? Our spies will find the exact time of the human attack, and you will have to be with us on that day. When a dog approaches, you fart to scare it off. And cats, does it work on cats too? I don't know, LJ. Can't we find out? Cats don't even live here. They're only in the jungle. Yeah, that's back in the day when ocelots were there instead of cats, and they were not the same mob. I mean, they were the same mob. Neat! They just went outside the witch's house in the swamp. Let's go to the swamp and find out if I can scare cats then. Neat. I'll go with you, LJ. Go home. And let everyone know about our plan. Okay, bye. I was thrilled. Finally, I'd get to see a cat at last. It was like a dream come true. When we reached the swamp, I saw the witch's hut towering above the ground. But there was no cat around. Steve shot a fish with his bow and replaced it as bait. Then we sat having a bush waiting for a cat. Wow, this is a zombie and a skeleton from Minecraft. What's up, Minecraft? We waited a lot, and finally our patience paid off. A cat showed up. He smelled the fish, and I gathered all my courage and stepped out. The cat looked at me. It started to hiss. It started to hiss as well. Then the cat moved towards me slowly. It was a couple of inches away from my leg. I farted loud and clear. This is getting exciting. I want to fart too, but I would totally do it, but I don't have a fart in me right now. Maybe I ate some beans. As always, especially because I've been keeping this fart for a long time, had the perfect result. The cat jumped backwards and it ran away. Awesome! I was the only creeper who was not afraid of cats. Cats should run away from my farts. Way to go! Hooray! Did you see that? Of course I did, Doc. Now let's go home. We have to plan the attack, and you will need to save some farts for the big day. I went home in a really happy mood. I was so happy and excited. My parents were wondering what happened, but I didn't tell them. I wanted to surprise them when the time was right. Today, I met up with Steve again, and he told me the fight was going to be on Sunday. I can't wait for it to happen. He also told me that I need to see their Ender, who is their Mob City's doctor. The Ender worried that my farts could be a symptom of a disease or something, so I agreed. Steve took me to a large field. There was a nether portal towering next to a small house. The house was the Ender's lab, and he was sort of the guardian of the portal. Hello, Steve. What's up, Doc? Here's the creeper I told you about. Oh, sure. The one who farts? Yep, the one who farts. So, when do you fart? Stop worrying. Spell it out. Or maybe fart it out. That's what he should have said there. When everyone at school practices hissing and expanding so they can blow up a little, I fart. Aha! So it's after the hiss? Yes. Let me check your charge. Doc scanned me with a strange device, which apparently did nothing. My boy, you don't have the right gas mix. What? What's that? Don't they teach you what makes you explode? No, they just tell us how to do it. Where is the mob schooling system going these days? Tell me about it. My boy. Creepers blow themselves up because they have their bellies filled with gases. These vibrations from the hissing make them gases explode. Zoinks! This is teaching me more than school ever did. Why can't I explode? You have a different mix of gases, to be more precise. Your body lacks one of the gases, so hissing doesn't produce an explosion, but a gas discharge. Ooh, that's a nice image there. What does that mean? You are healthy, and you can do whatever a creeper does, but you can't blow up. I see. The visit made me happy, because now I knew there was nothing wrong with me. The only thing that confused me was what caused the different gas mixture in my body. The doc told me I won't be able to do anything. So eating or turn the page here. I'm Bugs Bunny. What's up, doc? And drinking something to make up for that gas was not possible. So in a nutshell, I was going to be the one that farts all my life. Heh. At least now I know how to use my fart power to scare cats and help people in trouble. That's what I say. I'm the real Bugs Bunny. See ya today. I'm so excited for the big fight. I want to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow. But before that, I have a mission. I need to learn to control my farts. If I'm going to fart on demand, I need to hold the gas and release loud bombs when I want to. I'm going to have to practice for a while. Then, when I'm going to bed, my Sunday is going to be awesome. Way more fun than having to hang out with the other creepers. Who needs them anyway? Tell me about it. Oh, here it is, Sunday. The big day had come. I was so excited that I felt some strange bubbling in my stomach and thought I was going to explode. But it turned out I was just cooking a huge fart in my stomach. I told my parents I was going to hang out with some creepers from school, but they actually met Steve and LJ. They took me to where they live, which is really different from my creeper community. I kind of want to go to the creeper community. They might say, "What's up, Doc?" And I might say, "What's up, Doc?" These guys had an entire city underground. When I walked through those large gates, I saw tons of skeletons and zombies roaming around. A couple spiders were placing webs on the cave ceilings. However, there was no creeper in this huge metropolis. And as I was looking all around me, a spider came to Steve and told him the humans are getting ready. "Come on, if we want to win the fight, you will have all the time in the world to stare at the buildings." We walked to a minecart and rode it towards a large cave where there was a small army of skeletons and zombies, and about 20 mobs. All of them really anxious. Steve told me that they were expecting the humans to come. The plan was simple. I was the one who was going to be in the front line, meeting the dogs. Steve and LJ were going to be with me, making sure I don't get hurt. And when the dogs run away, the other mobs are going to take care of the humans. Depending on how many humans were going to fill the cave, there was another way to put off the dogs. The cave was lined with bridges, each of which was packed with a loud speaker system so that I could transform any sneeze into a loud noise. I tried it out, squeezing out a small fart, which sounded like the biggest thunder ever. If I was not going to scare the dogs, nothing was going to do it. The cave had 2 tunnels, and we used one of them to get inside, the other being the one used by the humans because it opened in the village above us. The spider came running towards us, yelling that the fight was about to start. I was ready. The first thing I saw was a human, all dressed up in armor, surrounded by cats. They were cats, not dogs, but this didn't scare me at all. LJ and Steve took care of the human, but once they shot him, a dog came out of nowhere and attacked them. I went up and distracted the dog, and then farted as loud as I could. To everyone's delight, the cats jumped backwards and ran away, while the dog froze for a second, then backed off. Nice. This was only the beginning. Steve took me inside a large cave on the bridge. From there, we could see the fight. He's getting intense. This is better than like Oppenheimer or The Godfather or any of those movies. This is cinema, but a book. Oh, someone flushed toilet. Probably LeBron. Eating all that Taco Bell. Underneath us, and spot any dogs if they showed up. The speaker system was ready to make each fart into a huge thunder fart. Oh, actually, I think I have to fart. Hold on, guys. Listen. Ooh, that was a fart, all right. I wonder if it heard that. I just thought I might get that on the video. I might remove it. I might not. The fight was going really good for us. The skeletons are shooting the humans from a distance, while the zombies and the spiders attack them one by one. There's a dog. Oh yeah. Because there was only one dog so far, I released a small fart. It sounded 10 times louder, thanks to the speaker system. The dog ran away, just like I knew he would. After 1 minute, an entire pack of about 20 dogs showed up, so it was time for a big one, the real deal. I pushed and farted as hard as I could. I'm not sure what happened, but I accidentally released a really bad smell. It almost made the humans faint. I guess that's why they gave up on the fight. 5 minutes later, they ran away, and some of them were throwing up. And that's the happy farting creeper. He did it. Mission accomplished. When the last human was chased to the mob city, everyone cheered and wanted to thank me. It turned into a party, which ended really late. I was the hero. When I got home, my parents were waiting for me. They were really upset. Really, really upset. I don't think I've ever seen them more upset ever before. I told them where I was, what I did. They weren't happy about me talking to strangers and stuff. Oh, you can't do that unless it's LeBron. Monday. I had another serious talk with my parents, and they agreed to meet Steve and LJ. They were happy to hear that I put my farting power to good use. And I got to school today. Everyone heard about the fight. And some new creepers wanted to be my friend. A few of them even want to teach them how to fart. Steve just called. He said the humans were planning a bigger fight, so there was a huge battle coming up, and he needs me to teach everyone how to fart so we can counter them. What have I started? This is gonna be crazy. Book 2 available on Amazon. Wimpy Fart. Wow, that was probably the best book I've ever read. And we got some 2 blank pages here, and then this is when it was printed. Wow, holy biscuits. What's up, Doc? That was probably the best book I've ever read. I highly recommend you get this for yourself. It's a great book on Amazon. It's like only $5, but you can get it for cheaper. Man, this is a great book. I'm the real Bugs Bunny.